If there is one thing that I've learned in the last 10 months, it's very difficult to follow a player. So, the second thing that I've learned, and that this kind of went against the grain of all that I've been for the last 20 years. My family usually tells me that I don't have any expression or idea that can be conveyed in less than 50 minutes. Well, that was very convenient when I was teaching college for 20 years, because I had 50-minute classes to get them across. I found it isn't the best of skills to bring to an auditorium or a mass setting like today, or any gathering of a large number of people. But the girls have taught me well. The first day that I joined them in celebration of liturgy, I had an opportunity to address them, and I said that I would follow the advice of my children, who said, "Dad, nobody really wants to hear you anyway." So I'll keep that in mind as I go forward. It is with the most heartfelt gratitude that I owe a deep thanks to all the faculty, the administration, the staff, and especially the girls of 2013 for making my transition into St. Hubert such a welcoming one, such one of hospitality, and such a fine year. The courage of these young women is just extraordinary. I was just so honored to be able to join them in August and to be here and share with them today. When I chose what I was going to say briefly this morning, I wanted to focus in on the school seal. And beginning in the center of it, Christus reached Christ conquers. Claire had mentioned some of the lessons that we learned throughout our time together. And I think if there's anything that these girls take away from their 4 years at St. Hubert, it is that Christ conquers. That we truly need to be people of faith and integrity. And with that deep faith and being ever convicted to our principles, we can conquer anything. Last weekend in the Philadelphia Inquirer, there was an article about the U.S. Open coming up. I'm sure most of you heard about the traffic rules that they're talking about entertaining next week, and how people are moving out of their houses and getting thousands of dollars for food. But there was a small article down the bottom of the sports page that talked about Marion being great because history was made there. And then one of the golfers who had played Marion came back and said, no, it's the other way around. The history was made there because Marion is great. And I couldn't think of anything more appropriate to share today than that idea. That St. Hubert isn't great because history was made there. History was made there because St. Hubert is great. Father challenged you today in his sermon with that idea of you being great. St. Hubert is great because you have been great. You are great, and you will continue to be great. And I think we're reminded in the seal that greatness, when we look up at the top and see the Alpha and the Omega shining down on that seal that you've worn every day for 4 years at St. Hubert on your sweater, that we are great because God is great. As a friend of mine used to refer to it, and God doesn't make any junk. That's why we're great. That's where our greatness begins. It's rooted, again, in another seal, like the shell and the water of baptism. It begins, our recognition of that greatness begins in baptism, and we share it. And that we know, with the strength of God behind us, we can conquer anything. One last passing thought that I would like to share with you is from Jimmy Carter. And he says, we must adjust to changing times and still hold on to unchanging principles. And that would be my wish for you, the seniors, class of 2013. You're about to enter changing times, but please always hold on to those unchanging principles of being women of faith and integrity. Thank you for sharing your senior year with me. I don't think I'll ever be able to tell you how honored I have been to be working here with you every day this year. Thank you.